What's up? How's it going? Welcome everyone to 15 Minutes to Fame. I am mikO Tolliver. I am your host here. Please subscribe, like, follow, help support me, get my party going here, my podcast party. I'm here to talk about all things that I do to maintain my hustle as an artist and pursue my dream, which is as a multimedia artist. I actually began as a singer-songwriter. I have evolved to film. I do some voiceovers and voice acting. I have taught an after-school program. I've taught guitar. I play guitar. You can see that guitar there. That's actually my first guitar. My dad got me that for my birthday when I was a kid. I have taught piano. I can play drums. And yeah, I play bass. I don't like it as much. It's not a guitar, but whatever. All right. Well, anyway. All right. But again, welcome. Again, follow along. You can find me around on social media at mikO Tolliver. Remember, it's 2 L's. And today, I actually want to talk about, I don't know if anybody was watching the Grammys this past week here in America. I've actually got some folks who are out there listening in the podcast world, following me around the world. Thank you for tuning in internationally. You got my dog here, Queenie, who likes to hang out with us. But I was watching the Grammys a little bit. I didn't watch it a ton. I'm not super into it for a couple reasons. I'm going to tell you. One, it's not like how it was back in the day. When I was a kid, music was totally different when I was really younger. We watch with my family and we kind of try and guess like who was going to get the Grammy. This is back during the times of like, I don't know. I guess Michael Jackson was still getting Grammys and stuff, but other stuff, it was cool. I'm not trying to date myself, but the Grammys are super long too. I don't know if I could like sit there and watch the whole thing. It's just not. It's not the same. I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older and I'm turning into this older person. Like, I don't get it. These damn kids and their music. So when I was a kid, totally used to watch Grammys with my family. And it was cool. It was fun. They're too long nowadays. I kind of like to watch it in snippets. Just a little bit. Like, I just kind of give me the, the overall quick little something on social media. News the next day is always saying what's on the Grammys. Here's another reason I really want to say a part of probably maybe why I don't like the Grammys as much is because I'm not there. It can be kind of hard to watch the Grammys. It could be hard to watch any of those really big entertainment, especially the music shows. I just think of when I was younger and I was a kid and I was like, man, I want to be famous. I want to be a rock and roll star. I want to do music. I want to be rich. I want the whole world. I want to be a legend. I'm going to play guitar. People are going to love my solos. They're going to love my songs. And all those who made fun of me and didn't support me will bow down and regret that they did not do it. And I don't know. I was kind of thinking today, just like I was doing some work today that was not artistic related because I still got to pay my bills, right? And I was feeling kind of, down for a quick little moment. Like, why am I depressed? Trying to be a little bit of self-aware. And I was like, you know what? I don't like the Grammys because I wasn't there. It sometimes maybe makes me feel like I didn't succeed. Maybe it makes me feel like I failed. Well, that's not true though. A friend started to text me, and I was telling her how I was feeling, and she goes, "Okay, first of all, being on the Grammys, that's a really high bar to set for yourself. I am notorious for putting a ton of pressure on myself. I've put so much pressure on myself that I've actually taken a break a little bit from." Music just because it would stop being fun for a little bit, and it was just all about like trying to chase like clout and everything. And what did I get into this for? I used to love music. I mean, I was so obsessed with it. It ate my brain. It was all I thought about day and night. But I had to take a break from it, like I said, because I just started just the whole business behind it, because it is a business, the politics of it. Maybe not feeling as resourced, maybe not feeling as networked and connected, not feeling as supported. And I'm talking about from family, community, friends, people I know in my life where I'm just like, why aren't you guys helping me with my dream more? Sometimes it seems like they're willing to support, but they want you to be successful already. And in order to be successful, I need them to support. So just how do I live this life in this catch-22? How does that work? I don't know. So yeah, I mean, this isn't the first time. It's the Grammys. We're talking about the MTV VMA Awards, all kinds of music shows. Um, and I say that just to, I don't want to discredit myself from what I have achieved, because just because I'm not up there doesn't mean that I'm not any good. It just might not be my time. Might not be. Sometimes maybe I wonder if it's what I really want to do. It's kind of hard, actually, kind of to decide. But yeah, there you go. You hear in those footsteps in the background. That's my dog. She's here, of course, as always. But I mean, it's hard. And here's the thing. Here's something else I want to point out. There was one time I was at home and I was watching Saturday Night Live. And by this point, I had taught guitar to kids for over 10 years, right? I'm watching Saturday Night Live, and there's a famous artist up there performing. And her background musicians, was a kid that I gave lessons to. And so you might think, wow, mikO, that's so cool. You gave lessons to this kid who was on Saturday Night Live. And that is cool. It's great. It is a nice thing to have on my resume. Yeah, it looks good, sounds good. But that night was actually pretty depressing because here I am watching this kid that I gave information to. Like, part of why he's there is because of something I told him, and I couldn't get there myself. That's a horrible reality to be with. I mean, the catch to it, his father was already a famous musician, so he was already networked, huh? He was already supported. Of course he's going to be successful. He just, his dad need to just make sure he knows his instrument. I'll take care of everything else. Well, I don't have that. My dad gave me a guitar. It's very sweet. I love it, but he couldn't give me a career. But I mean, I guess maybe that's dismissing things, though, because I guess he did give me a career by giving me the guitar. So I got to think of it, and I try to be more positive in how I think about that. But yeah, watching those things, and am I sitting there? I don't want to be there sitting there watching and be like, that's supposed to be me. Because yeah, it is. But it's also not. Maybe it's, I don't know. That's a hard thing. The Grammys are pretty cool, though. I'm glad Bad Bunny won. I love Bad Bunny. I do like that. Mucha novia. You like that? Me singing the Bad Bunny song. I don't know. I guess how do you keep moving forward with a passion that I could argue that pursuing it has made me lose passion for it? That's one thing. Taking a break from it, coming back and being like, okay, I do still love this. I do still want to do this. This is me. This is part of my identity. It's part of who I am. It's part of how I see myself. How do you move forward in that? How do you not put so much pressure on yourself? Because it's, there are a lot of really amazing artists out there who haven't won Grammys. There are a lot of really amazing artists out there who aren't even super into all that marketing. Like I'm thinking of, what's that group? Wilco. Wilco, I think, is the most like non-marketing group ever. Or you've got artists like Pearl Jam who win Grammys, and then they're just like, I don't know what this means. It's whatever. But that, I don't know how I feel about that, because I'm just like, I think Pearl Jam won an award and really did go up there and say, whatever this means, it's whatever. But I was like, if you really feel that way, why are you there? Why are you there at the event? I mean, you take Will Smith, who protested the first time that the hip hop was added as a category in the Grammys, and he ended up winning that year. So, I don't know. If I was nominated for a Grammy, would I go? Heck yeah. Would I be happy if I won? Yes. But I also need to be accepting myself. It doesn't make me any less of a person. Doesn't make me any less of an artist to not have those things, because it's not all just about art. Like, when you're at that level of Grammys, it's about the politics. It really is about the network and the ecosystem that you've created around yourself, right? And I don't want to put so much pressure on myself that I stop enjoying what it is. This is about, I love this, and I want it to continue to just do music forever, as long as possible. So that's why I do this 15 minutes to fame. I try to encourage you. All right. Yeah. Not at the Grammys. Still pretty good. You know what? Actually, I've been working as I've taken a break from music, and I totally thought that I quit. I will 100% say that I quit. And I did. And then I was doing like little random bits of music stuff here and there. I'll take like a music class here and there. I'm like, no, I haven't quit. It evolved. If anything, I really got into film. And it really spoke to me. And I almost want to say maybe it was helping me express myself in a new way that was even better than what music was. Like I had evolved, you know? Having a film career is actually pretty good. You know, having a career as an artist is good all around. Yeah, again, thanks for tuning in 15 Minutes to Fame, where I'm here just talking about what my artistic pursuit is. How I keep going at this thing that is called my dream. I'm going after my dream. And people are like, that's so great. You put it, you know, I have people who come up to me and say, you just keep putting yourself out there. I'm really cool when people say that to me. I think it's a really nice thing, but I wonder if it's supposed to be slightly a form of a kind of like, why do you keep doing it? You just keep putting yourself out there. Well, I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Quit? Give up? I mean, I would actually if I could, but like, I feel like every time I get like some job somewhere or something happens. Something happens where I'm like, it just reiterates to me that I am not cut out to just do simple, regular 9 to 5, working for somebody else, not being able to express myself. I've tried it. It doesn't work. So it doesn't matter if I'm not super famous or super rich at this. Like I can't quit. Not in a just like be persistent kind of situation. That's the element that's there. But I'm like, this is me. This is who I am. How am I can't just change who I am. This is what it is. This is my truth. I got to live it. I accept it. Accept yourself. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I just keep at it. And I want to encourage other people to be that same way. And I feel like having this platform, this podcast is a way for me to maybe share and just pull back the screen a little bit and be like, I go through those same trials and tribulations and struggles of like, I have a dream. I want to do this, but, and I make a living at it. 'Cause I do make a living at it. I don't want you to think I'm not like some broke artist. I'm like, I haven't eaten. I do not have that problem. I don't have that problem. I'm totally fine. People seem to, is it wrong for me to be like, people seem to think this? So I'm just saying it. It's a generalization, but there has been this kind of stigma like, oh, you're an artist, so you're completely broke or you're completely on the top of the world. There's no middleman. There's no middle class to artistry. And that's not true. There are so many levels of it. I've seen it evolve. I've seen it start at just being broke and getting super rich and famous. I've seen it get to a point of being middle class. And it's like, you know what? I still live a pretty good life. Still would like to have more, but I have evolved and I know that pressure of putting that pressure on yourself. I should be more. And I really want to work on that. I think I've actually gotten a lot better at that. I don't think I'm doing it as much, but it totally, it comes to me. It eats at me sometimes. And, but I mean, I guess that's what we sign up for, right? If we're saying I'm an artist, that's what I'm going to do. So that's what's going on with me. Again, 15 minutes to fame. Here I'm talking to you about what it's like for me to pursue my dream. Again, I want to remind you all, please subscribe, please follow, please like, please share. Join my Patreon. You see this? I just go on this whole soapbox about I have this dream. I keep pursuing. I want to continue to do it. Help me do it. That's really what holds me back is the support system. I'm doing a lot of this on my own. And that's a really hard thing. How do you hold your breath underwater for long periods of time? That's what it feels like. Just I can hold my breath for a really long period of time. I can continue at this. I can push myself. Yes, but I'm like, I need help. Send me some air. Support this. I know some of you guys are watching this. Some of you guys are listening to it because I've been getting some new followers on social media. Again, you can follow me on social media at mikO Tolliver. My favorite is Instagram, but I'm around in other places. I do appreciate you though taking the time because like I said, even though it might not be this gigantic millions and millions of clout, influencer, follower, all this tons of money type of thing. What I do have, it does mean a lot to me. Because I remember when I had nothing. I remember when I was so afraid to admit that I wanted to be an artist. So I didn't come from an artistic family. I watched other kids at school take music classes when I couldn't do it. And that's not my life now. Now I teach the class, so that's cool. But again, yes, help support me on Patreon. Help keep this going. I am going to grow this. I'm going to stick with this. Shout out to my buddy Cole. I just have an announcement. My friend Antonio is definitely coming back. For any of you guys who followed me around, the video series that I had when I was working at the radio station, he was my co-host. He's back. He's down. He's already said he's down. I'm just trying to like lock down a date to get him so we can shoot. But just like I grew it there at the radio station, I'm gonna grow this shit here too. So again, thank you. Check me out, www.mikotolliver.com. Check out, come here. Check out my baby Queenie here. This is my dog. She's the one, you can probably hear her footsteps in the background. For anybody, she bumped the mic. For anybody who's watching this, you can see her. If you're just listening on the podcast, again, you can also follow her around on Instagram at Queenie_cupcake. This is my baby here. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you helping me develop this. Let's keep it going. Send me messages, follow me, and watch me on YouTube. And I will see you next time. 15 Minutes to Fame. I'm mikO Tolliver.